Hello everybody, video here for you today. This is the no-cap recap of the February 1st, 2022 Season 9, Episode 13 of The Curse of Oak Island called Go Big or Go Home. If you missed my recap of Episode 12, The Silver Liner, there's a link to it in the upper right. Let's get into it! There's an island in the North Atlantic where people have been looking for an incredible treasure for more than 225 years. The team meets in the war room to plan the next phase of work on Oak Island. They will be finally sinking the first of those 4 10-foot wide steel shafts to hopefully recover whatever is down there. The first shaft will be sunk in borehole D2 right there, in which they found evidence of a wooden structure and this piece of metal that has elevated levels of gold in it. The earth brought up from the shafts will be sent through an industrial-sized wash plant to separate any possible artifacts. The spoils will also be metal detected. Billy's company will bring in more than 1,150 tons of fresh gravel to make the money pit level and also to support all of the machinery over the non-stable earth left by over 2 centuries of digging and drilling. This is a still from an animation showing showing the money pit area being covered by gravel from right to left. The previous borehole drilling operation done to narrow down the 4 locations for the steel shaft shifts to a new purpose, to confirm flood tunnel locations so that it can possibly be blocked to make recovery easier. They are drilling Flood Tunnel Search 2, or FTS2, on the eastern side of Lot 18, between the Money Pit and Smith's Cove. Rick and Gary arrive on Lot 32. Just west of the artificial swamp, many coins and artifacts have been found in this area. Gary finds another broken ox shoe. He also finds this piece of copper with what looks like cursive writing on it. The 220-ton crane arrives on Oak Island. Back on Lot 32, Gary finds a coin which he identifies as British and guesses it might be similar to other late 1600s British coins found on the island. They predate the 1795 discovery of the money pit. The narrator reminds us of the William Phipps theory from last week that some of the treasure that Phipps salvaged from a sunken Spanish galleon was hidden on Oak Island instead of being delivered back to England. Gary and other members of the team are in the swamp, finishing up what they can for this year before the swamp becomes freshwater filled to feed the wash plant. It's already filling with water because the drainage pumps have been shut off. They find another piece of shaped wood here shown. It is later carbon dated from 224 to 376 AD. It was dug up approximately 30 feet from where the ship's railing was found that dated as early as 660 AD. The narrator recounts that although ever since the discovery of the money pit, it was assumed that any treasure would be the result of 1600 to 1700s pirates that looted English and Spanish ships that in turn looted Incan and Mayan gold and silver from South America. They have found artifacts from many different time periods, which makes solving the mystery even more difficult. At the 106-foot level in the FTS2 borehole, the team finds worked wood in the core sample indicative of a shaft or tunnel. Terry Matheson says it smells like pine, like it was cut yesterday. They surmise that the 2 pieces are the top and bottom of a flood tunnel, and that they have possibly blocked it with their borehole drilling when it removed the core sample. They intend to send many pieces of wood for species ID and country of origin at the University of Alaska, but that has been delayed by the Pandy. The 22-ton hammer grab and sections of the 10-foot wide steel shafts arrive on Oak Island. The representatives from Rock Equipment and Irving Equipment arrive on the island and are told for the first time of the scientific proof of gold and silver in the Money Pit area. Next time, on an all-new Curse of Oak Island episode called Premiere of the Dig, the bag seal shown is identified by Dr. Brousseau as very early, quote-unquote, TE Treasury of England. And the new Premier of Nova Scotia visits and says, let's go find the treasure. And Marty Lagina ends the preview with, quote, probably the highest expectations I've had because of the physical presence of gold, end quote, but it sounded like that was not the end of his sentence. The synopsis for that episode reads simply, the wait is over, the big dig begins. I'm Coach Steve Money, and you can schedule a free financial coaching consultation assessment at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. You can email about coaching or anything on my YouTube channel, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Channel donations accepted at paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. Add me on the Grom. That's Instagram. That's at Coach Steve Money. And of course, as you know, youtube.com/Coach Steve Money. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back next week to recap episode 14, and a link to that recap episode will be in the upper right in this video once I post it. Thank you so much for watching.